I'm not really a fan of this guy called Ungizwe Mchunu. I've never been a fan of him. I find him rather disturbing and arrogant, to say the least. But for some reason, this week in jail, I found myself vouching for that guy. Vouching for him in a sense that him and this guy called Pagelum Tagat, whatever his name is, him and that guy are actually one of the few people who had the courage to finally stand against certain illegal foreigners that think that it is okay for them to come into South Africa and do as they please and get away with that, because if you call them out, you're going to be labeled xenophobic or it's going to be labeled as hate speech. I want to applaud them, actually. They deserve a standing ovation. For those of you who think that Ungizwe Mchunu, Pagelum Tagati, and all the other people, much and much, whatever, that are pushing the agenda of driving out illegal foreigners in South Africa, for those of you who think they are xenophobic or they are anti-black, they hate black people, whatever you guys call it out there on social media, let me just create a small scenario for you to understand what is actually happening. Imagine King Mrs. Zulu relocating to Lagos, gets there, find the native people of Lagos, gets inaugurated as the Zulu King in Lagos. Or even better yet, imagine Dalindyebo, King Dalindyebo, Obampondos, relocating all the way from Eastern Cape, goes to Abuja, gets there, gets inaugurated as the King of the Xhosas in Abuja, publicizes it, and expect people in Abuja to applaud for him. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think in that case is going to happen? Do you think they're going to open up their hands, and clap for them and be like, you know what, I in King Mrs. Zulu or King Dalindyebo? No, no ways. It's never going to happen. We all know it's never going to happen. For some of you who've traveled to other African countries, they will tell you right now, you will never do shit in those countries without being reminded that, hey, listen here, this is our country, this is not South Africa. And we're going to arrest your ass if you continue doing this thing. Then why the hell do you expect South Africans, why do you expect people to understand what's currently happening in the Eastern Cape with that guy who got inaugurated as the king of the Igbo what in Eastern Cape? Why do you expect people to actually sit there and applaud it? People are not xenophobic, guys. I think let's try and understand that South Africans are not xenophobic. South Africans are tired. They are tired. South Africans are fed up, guys. South Africans have been tolerant. Drugs in South Africa. Jozi, CBD, and other townships and other provinces. Nigerians at the top of it. Even Somalis. Fake goods that are sold in shops. Pakistanis, Somalians, these are Somalis, etc. Illegal things that are sold in and out, it's them. And I'm not saying all of them, but most of the time, you find that all of these things, illegal alcohol, fake alcohol, drugs, human trafficking, all of those things, they are always at the center of those things. Especially some of the guys from Nigeria, guys. I know some of you will say this is hate speech. Hey, yeah, you are hating foreign nationals. No. I have a lot of Nigerian friends that are behaving in South Africa, that have papers that are in good standing. They work ordinary jobs. Some of them are doctors. You know, they don't have a problem with anybody. They just here because things are bad in their country, which we understand. You know, we understand. When it comes to that, we understand and we welcome them with warm hands. But the moment you start selling drugs, the moment you start selling fake alcohol, the moment you start selling expired goods to the people of South Africa, and you are not even a South African, then that becomes an issue. And I think that is why a lot of people in the Eastern Cape or everywhere are enraged by this. Then you find people, especially Nigerians, because I've seen them on TikTok here saying, hey, South Africans are lazy. They are very lazy. What's so special about South Africa? The arrogance in that statement. First of all, you cannot come into a country, start selling drugs, and then call Amantu versus South Africa or South Africans lazy. You cannot come into South Africa, convince the employers, that you can work for half of the money that South Africans are earning, because your currency, probably the money when exchanged in your country, our currency is stronger than your currency. Come there, work for half, and then call South Africans lazy. It doesn't work like that, Charlie. It doesn't work like that, my G. Doesn't work like that. What's currently happening now in Eastern Cape is the result of ongoing or years of being tolerant with certain things that have been happening, guys. You go to places like Hillbrow in Jozi. You find that not even a South African owns shit there. Buildings have been hijacked by illegal foreigners. Drugs that are on the streets are being sold by illegal foreigners. Fake alcohol that is being sold in these establishments, illegal foreigners. And then you expect South Africans to be tolerant. You expect South Africans to be kind. I'm not promoting any violence with those videos. I'm not condoning some of the acts that have been committed during the March and March thingy in Eastern Cape, where some of the stores have been looted, some of the people have been physically abused and whatnot. I'm speaking in terms of what has been going on in South Africa. You find Ingos as a rest right now. Young girls who come from poor backgrounds, who want something, stability. You find some of them, if you ask Uber drivers. I was driving with this other Uber driver who told me that every night he transport girls to Nigerian guys who sometimes do orgies with them just because they want money and they're poor. Then you find South Africans saying, hey, what. Guys, it doesn't work like that, dude. Try that shit in Nigeria right now as a South African. I bet you won't even last for a month. Try that shit in Mozambique right now. Anyway, try that shit in India. Try that shit in Somalia. They will behead you. Yet, you all expect South Africans to understand. I salute Ungizwe Mchunu and Phakela Mthakathi. I salute them for finally standing up. Something that should have been done by our government, but is not done by our government. I salute them for that. And if anybody's going to hate me for that, then I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But I'm tired. And after experiencing other African countries and how I've been mistreated there, I finally understand why South Africans don't want certain foreign nationals. Shout out to Ngizwe Mchunu and Phakela Mthakathi.
Sawubona mfowethu, I hope u-right. Umbuzo wami ukanje mfowethu. Nakho siyabona ngalana be ongizwe, sibona uZulu uyasuka ngale KZN kwaZulu Natal. Sibathola sebese Eastern Cape manje bayolwa izimpi zase Eastern Cape. Ayithona. Umbuzo wami kuwena ukuthi ngabe labantu laba njengoba beya lapha bayolwa impi yase Eastern Cape noma sebeyolwa balwa impi yase South Africa on behalf of Eastern Cape. Uthini umbono wakho lapho?
Mfethu, ngiyacabanga ukuthi each and every South African citizen iyazi ukuthi kwe constitution ikhona into ethi the people shall govern. I understand. I'm a citizen a country like ikhona into esho that the people shall govern. I understand. And the democracy. So mina ngokubona kwami ba well within ama rights wabo. I understand. Actually kwamina self ukubande ku possible ngingabanjiwa amatoho and all that. Ngabe ngiyiphatha lento abayenzayo. Yabo leyo nto le. If the government of the day ifaila ama citizen, it's only fair for ama citizen ukuthi aphakama raise ama concerns awo. I understand leyo nto le. Akaze kwenzeka ukuthi kubekwe inkosi ezweni lenye inkosi. Yayizwa leyo nto le. And ama Nigerian calculative mnganami azange azayenze le KZN land avela ayenze le Eastern Cape. Yayizwa leyo nto le. Nganza kwethu ngifuna ukunitshela lento. Bebengebayenze KZN lento. Bekuyofa umuntu emini ngalelo langa. Bebengebayenze in any part of KZN bebengebayenze le nto. Yabo leyo nto le bayenze ngale ngenxa yokuthini na asikhulumeni iqiniso bafethu. Angeke ungitshele ukuthi kulamakhosi angale awekho ayazi ukuthi kuzokwenzakalani. weeks and months before lento yenzeka ukuthi ba coronate inkosi laba base Nigeria laphana yabo leyo nto le akhona amakhosi nezinduna neziphathi mandla ezithile ezazine knowledge yale yanto you understand it's just that mhlambe bayacabanga ukuthi kuyoba into ezoba under wraps yabo leyo nto engeke izinakeke yabo leyo nto le kunabantu abafumbathiswa kulento you understand lento le endisikaliswa okuncane njengoba sikhaliswa ukuthi babekana la ezweni lethu kunemhlaba yezwe lethu esiyasikwa yasikelwa labantu ngokungemthetho ndoda nangokungemvume you understand ba own imhlaba khona la you understand ngoba kunabantu abaqeshwe imali emasendeni yayibona leyo nto leyo program so ba well within their rights ukuthi benze le yanto mfethu actually not only uZulu I think noXhosa kumele uphakame as a whole you understand itribe yakwaXhosa itribe strong kabi leyo mfethu itribe ene history strong kabi leyo program hayi ngazodeleliswa yilabantu ngesizwe nanye nezwe lonke yayibona leyo nto le amakhosi akwaXhosa waphakamisa amakhanda ndoda yayibona leyo nto le akumele bekungamele ukuthi kuze kuthiwa kusukuma ingane zakwethu lezi futhi engiyithandayo ngizokucacisa mina lokho I don't care ngisho ngathi i-outcome yalento yabo umongameli kusasa uyibuka kanjani mina ngizokucacisa ukuthi usisi abathi uJacinta lo we-march in march siswami yonke into imele ngikuthanda kanye nayo I don't care ngisho ngathi i-outcome lezi zinto ezokwenzakalela noma ezingenzakalela mina lithini but ivar unayo and uyayimela lo muntu enanimbiza ngohlanya ungizwe umacingwane inyanda yemkondo namhlanje ngifuna ningijethe usahlanyana ngakho kwakudala ngisho mfethu ngingakabi even popular kulama spaces Ntokozo ngisho ngithi leli razo lelalihlanye yabo leyo nto le it's just that lezi zinto are brave enough ukuthi azenze abanye abantu angeke bazenza yabo leyo nto le salute umuntu njengaloya muntu yabo leyo nto le kunelinye Grootman futhi abathi uphakela umthakathi undabandaba ngimbonile to name a few bafethu angeke ngavumelana nako konke enikwenzayo noma nenikukhulumayo kodwa majority yakho 90 to 95% yayo yonke into enake nayikhuluma ngayizwa ngiyavumelana nayo and masa abantu bakulelizwe kumele siqale manje sibone ukubaleka kwevote lethu ivote lethu kubaleka kwalo kuyiko ukuthi sikwazi ukusukuma izinto mase zingenzeki ngendlela okumele zenzeke ngayo you understand sasivotela ukuthi izinto zenzeke ngendlela ethile mase kungasenzeki ngalendlela okumele kwenzeke ngayo kumele siphakame you understand le nto le and asikho wrong and into ebhlungu ke today sinama leaders afuna ukusuppressa ama feelings ethu asisabisa ngejele asisabisa ngokuxoshwa asisabisa ngani bafethu irevolution ne akunabantu yobabulala noyobaxosha noyobenzani there's no amount of you doing that okungenza ukuthi stop i-revolution bra i-revolution izoqhubeka with or without you understand leyo nto le and mele beqale be-understand labantu abasiphethe unholy iphukuphuku sithule siyabuka njalo unholy iphukuphuku bafethu yebo leyo nto le ngithi mina wena lo ngilalele njengamanje lapho la uhleli khona endaweni yangakini ushintsho loqala ngawe njengoba nonkomuntu namhlanje sene voice ekwazi ukuzwakala kuzo zonke indonga waqala enjengawe naye yabo leyo nto le sukuma umele ukuyikona uye ukuthenga ubuso babantu angizukunaba kakhulu ngoba maningi ama theories concerning lezi zinto ezenzakala njengamanje ezweni yabo leyo nto Ntokozo omunye umuntu engathi futhi rightfully so engathi njengamanje sifocusiswa kulento yokucoronate kwenkosi yalapha eLokhuzeni kule ndawo yase Eastern Cape kunento ethile bafuna ukushiftisa ifocus kumadlanga yawazi lawo ama conspiracy theories ne engizofuna ukusho mina to each and every South African citizen akungabibiki into eshifta ifocus yakho completely from into ongakatholi conclusion yakhona you understand le nto le yeah imadlanga sibheke 99 sifuna ukubona iresults thina sikhathele ukubona abantu bekhuluma you understand leyo and namanje lento eyenziwa uZulu ehlangane noXhosa lapha eEastern Cape iyona into ekumele siyenze sisonke South Africa siyama tribes ala South Africa sonke kumele siunite ngane zakwethu makungathiwa siya unite sonke ayikho into engenziwa ugovernment ehlangane nabangani bakhe engasihlehlisa and singanqoba njengoba uZulu eqala ehlangana noXhosa lebe ngifisa ngathi le ya unity ispread across ination lelizwe singalibuyisa bafethu sekukuloku esivumela amasela nekhohlakala silozi sikhohlisa la angalo ngiqhubeka ngiyaphambili but nje ngizokusho yabona umjito wa throw le chair bathi uJacinta wa strike gold laphana abantu besifazana abakhulayo in today's time kumele bethathe ama example from amantombazana afana noJacinta hayi lezi khebereshe ekhamisela ama allowance. Ngiyakuthanda siswami angikuthandi ngokuthi ngikuthanda ngoba unkosikazi womuntu but ngithanda yonke into oyimele ngithanda ingqondo yakho ngithanda iqiniso lakho kanye nalabo abafethu engibabalile abanye kanye nabo bonke engingabaza ababandekenya kulento le bafethu asikho isizwe sake sashintshelwa isimo ngokuthula sifold ingalo kumele kube khona abasukumayo balimele iqiniso and mina ngengcine ngokungibona la emafonini nasestradini ngisazotholakala kabi lezi azane yethu salute
bafowethu enihlela amamash okulungisa izwe yokuklina South Africa sebelele abanye ngaphambi kwethu nathi sikhona sinikeze ngahle information ngoba niyayidinga support yethu at the same time siyazi ukuthi nizoba itarget kwabo kufika kanjalo futhi kakhulu nizoba itarget kuhulumeni so niyayidinga support yethu. So uma abantu bebaningi bexhasa abantu abenza kahle eSouth Africa ila uhulumeni uzohluleka khona ngisho kumbopha lo muntu loyo ngoba uyazi ukuthi ke ngase konakala izinto eziningi. Yabona nje ubaba Mkhwanazi nje ngeke bamenze lutho ngoba ubaba Mkhwanazi ukhuluma amahlazo enzeka lapha ya enkantolo eParliament emaphoyiseni nakuyo yonke indawo ko Home Affairs and so on. So lelizwe ke lizolunga kanjalo uma ngabe niwine inhliziyo zethu sinikeze support ngeke nenze lutho uhulumeni namaphoyisa akhe ngoba banigadile ukuthi nenzani nikhuluma nithini banibeka amacala so niyayidinga support yokuthi nje ningathinteki ukuthi sibe hayi ngesupport yomlomo ukuthi sibe khona futhi kule kwinto enihlelayo so sipheni kahle ke information ukuze sibe khona la nathi lapho ngoba nje basikhuluma sihleli ko sofa nje kanje sikhuluma njengamagwala yabo sikhuluma ngento esiyenzakelile siloke sikikiza sihleli ko sofa kade singekho lapha kodwa sithi samadoda yabo hayi ngeke sinikeze ngahle information ngoba asidalwanga ngokufana asifani so asikwazi ukukhuluma ko sofa kanti futhi sithi sinezibindi hayi ngeke siyafisa ukuya khona sihleleleni kahle bafethu nisitshela information location yonke information eningasinikeza yona ngisho imali ukuthi malini if to imali sihlele kahle nje basisebenza nje ukuze sikwazi ukuthi sibe lapho niyayidinga support yethu kwinto yenu enhle niyenzayo nisize nina ngenitholela lutho ngalokho nisiza thina ukuze sithole ukuphumula futhi sihlole nobugebengu ukuthi velaphi kahle hle nezo lethi sisinde ngoba insizwa zethu zefile ihunga ayisakho ngisho insizwa izolwela izwe nelocation ngenxa ukuthi zibulawa amahunga khona bezontshontsha kahle yonke lento abayintshontshayo njengamanje yabo so niyayidinga support yethu bafethu ngoba nizoba seniyi-target already but nidinga support yethu sipheni kahle information sibe khona lapho hayi la emakhaya hlangana Zulu.
Molweni kwakhona kuthiwa i-EFF ithi uJacinta Nongizwe must be held accountable for into eyenzeke eMonti. Indawo yokuqala ingase yaziwe intoba abantu bakwaZulu Natal bazojoyina abantu that have already started into yabo. There is nothing that should be held accountable nguJacinta Nongizwe. Yinto ibiseyimelwe ngabantu beqube nobukhosi nawo wonke umuntu ukulwa into edibene nama-Nigeria abeke inkosi. EFF is losing votes ke ngoku. EFF is gonna lose votes because what is this? U10 beza holder accountable abantu abangenzanga nto abazela uzoncedisa. Because uJacinta Nongizwe bazela uzoncedisa abantu bakwaZulu Natal bazela uzoncedisa uXhosa obeseqalile naye. Bathi bayaza bazoncedisa. EFF is losing abantu ke ngoku. Ndiyayiphinda lento because we can't hold ababantu for accountability yento abangayenzanga abachisanga ababantu. Okokuqala lama Nigeria ahlabe abantu kutheni wona engaholdwa accountable because kwabantu abahlakiweyo pha kula strike. Esa strike was very peaceful. kukho abantu abahlatyiweyo phayana, kukho abantu abatshayiswe izimoto, kukho abantu abagityiselwe ngezitene, kukho abantu abagityiselwe ngama-empty, begityiselwa ngama-foreigners. Ithini i-EFF ngabo bantu? Xa njemba icabanjena inengxaki naba bebe kwi-peaceful strike. Ithini ngalama kwirikwiri enze le nto ayenzileyo kubantu bebesenza i-peaceful strike? No, EFF, if ifuna uluza mayiluze, if ufuna uvotelwa ngama-foreigner mayivotelwe ngama-foreigner.
I can confidently tell you that a lot of Africans don't know South African history. It's almost like, even for our fellow Africans, they hold on to, you know, a one-sided history, right? Really, who South Africans are and what they've been through, a lot of people don't know. And people talk crazy to us. I can tell you that. I've been doing this since 2021. And based on the Africans on TikTok and the ones that have ever popped up on my comments, I can tell you 100% they have no clue who we are. And so, in spite of what's happening in East London with the Nigerian Igbo king trying to claim kingship on South African land, be it's serious or it's not serious, I'm going to tell you something about South Africans. Okay, South Africans don't joke about their land. I know that a lot of people hear us talk about white people own most of the land and we own least of the land. Listen, as much as you know a lot of that history, South Africans fought. Now, I don't expect the world to know that, because why would they teach you that? And so the other thing too about South Africans collectively, you know, we have this attitude, and I've tried to get myself out of it, and that when you hear somebody talk stupid, we normally just let you remain stupid. Right? We don't like to sweat, but you know, I got out of that. I make sure I sweat, you know, because I realize that a lot of people really don't know. And so what they're seeing in the news today and what's happening in East London, there's a history that lives deep inside South Africans that you will never understand up until you know South African resistance to Dutch and British colonialism. Yeah, so let me show you South African different clans, different tribes, and how they resisted. And I'm going to show you how they take this stuff seriously, okay? Because we have a 400-year history with this when it comes to our land. And every South African, every Bantu South African feels the same way when it comes to South African land. I'm going to break down some of the tribes and the wars that they fought against the British and the wars that they fought against the Dutch, okay? And I want to go ahead and explain that this is not everybody, every tribe, every clan. A lot of our stories are not written, right? And I'll always be honest about that. Even the ones that we know are handpicked, and the ones that you're going to find in books. Once you get to know us and we share our oral stories and experiences, you will realize that there is more of this stuff. So let's start with the Xhosa Wars, okay? I've got my notes here today. Xhosa Wars lasted for about 100 years. 100 years of resistance against the Dutch and the British expansion. And that was in the Eastern Cape, right? If you want to talk about land, let me tell you about the Eastern Cape. Those guys fought for land. And in the Eastern Cape, I want to tell you that we have land in the Eastern Cape, okay? And that wasn't because of a favor. That was 100 years of fighting, okay? Because these people were coming to take it all. They took the whole of the United States of America from Native Americans, you guys. Do you hear me? They took the whole continent of Australia. This is not a game to us. Yes, we are small like this, but I don't think people are understanding how much we fought to have what we have. And now that you have a picture that a whole continent of North America was taken, a whole continent of the Canada area over there, that was taken too, okay? We fought over 100 years over here. This was Zulu Nation, the Anglo-Zulu Wars, going back even before colonization under the Cetywayo clan. They were fighting, okay? Yeah, you think it's a joke and you think it's funny. Oh, they've got spears and shields over guns. I told you, they took over the whole continent of the United States and the whole continent Canada, and they took Australia. And that's just the big ones that I'm telling you, okay? You're sleeping on what Zulu Nation was doing back in 1879 and before that. Basotho Nation, led by Moshoeshoe I, combined warfare and diplomacy to preserve Basotho sovereignty. Okay? That man did the things that needed to be done. Okay? And his forces, they fought. Okay? So you see the tribes, the groups, the clans that I'm naming? Oh, I haven't even scratched the surface. Bedi resistance. Okay? Under Sekhukhune Wars, and they also fought against the Boer and British control. Okay. Another part of Zulu Nation, the Bambata Rebellion, Zondi Zulu Nation. This one here, the clan in Natal. They resisted rural communities from colonial rule and poll taxes, but they unalived them in the thousands. Okay. Oh yeah. Everybody in South Africa. You call it a tribe, you call it a clan, everybody fought in South Africa. Do you guys know that South Africans were never enslaved? I'm talking South Africans. I know maybe you can find history of a few maybe South Africans that were enslaved, but those were not South Africans, those black people that you guys see there. Those were Mozambicans, Tanzanians, Madagascar, you know, those Bantu nations over there. Obviously, when they come into South Africa, you know, they look like us, because really Bantu nation is Bantu nation, right? But in terms of us, South Africans, this is why we were never enslaved, because every tribe fought back. Okay, that thing is inherent in us. I know that you guys, you see us dance a lot, and we got jokes, yeah, and we like fashion. Oh no, okay, that thing lives deep. And we're not confused about the people that are coming in the Western Cape. South Africans are not confused. They are just prioritizing. And let me tell you something about South Africans. South Africans just want to work. South Africans want to wake up in the morning, feel safe, go to a job, buy a house, have a nice car, go on vacation. That is all they want. That's what they're still fighting for. But they're this close. That thread, it's wearing thin, baby. It's wearing thin. But I just wanted to show you the history that normally is not really put together, right? And so a lot of people are like, hey, you lost your land. You lost your land to white people. We still have our land. We just want all of it, okay? That thing woke me up. The respect I have for my South African history and South African Bantu resistance, Abattoir, all of us that resisted. We resisted so much that they had to import everybody else from Malaysia, from India, from Indonesia, from Madagascar. Yeah. That's the part that people don't understand. South Africans were never enslaved. Not then, and it's not going to happen under any circumstance. Okay? Because once it snaps, it's going to snap. Right? And all South Africans want is healthcare, good quality healthcare, good schools, and, you know, we can only push them so far. But this is the history that people don't know that they're working with, okay? This is what you're working with. Don't let that whole South Africans are tribalistic, they don't get along. No. That's you getting involved in internal family business. That's what you're doing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't.
Hello Mzansi, welcome to Umgosi waseMzansi. People applaud uJacinta Ngobese Zuma, uNgizwe Mchunu noPhakela Umthakathi. Nabo bonke abantu labaphumile bahamba bayosupporta imarch lebekhona lapha e-Eastern Cape, e-East London, ngemva kokuthi kube kwinkosi yaseNigeria ngalokungekho emthethweni kube inkosi ibe ikhona kuthiwe yona leya nkosi emele Nigeria kanjani ke ende kaphindulo efana naleyo bathi boJacinta nabo ngezwe ngeke kwenteke lokho eSouth Africa bayehla bayakhona ku-march lebeyilapha e-East London balabanye babavuma bayasho ukuthi uZulu waze wasita abantu abaningi they are so happy kubona ukuthi this thing base Eastern Cape but amaZulu aphumile ehla e-Eastern Cape ayakusupporta le march and we are so proud of them. Do comment your thoughts down on the comment section. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Mina nawe siyobonana kule video. I'm signing out, so goodbye.